folks. Welcome to the Bee Connection. Say it time. Again, I tell you, I'm so bad with buttons. Anyway, what's going on in the bee yard? I'm going to be honest with you. I do not know right now. The goldenrod is bloomed. It is looking good. Have not put sugar water back on my bees, and I really need to right now. It was 38 degrees on Tuesday up here, so it was very chilly, very cold. For the most part, the bees look like they're doing good. I see a lot of pollen coming into the colonies. They still look very healthy. I still have a few colonies that are weak. I did a few combines a couple weeks ago that I would like to get into that I have not done so. Just had a lot going on here lately, and if some of y'all don't know, I turned into a grandpa over the weekend. This grandbaby was 5 weeks early. So it was definitely a surprise for us. I've probably run up and down by Keith's house several times. But here's a photo of this little guy. Not a shabby looking little baby, I must say. I tell you, I did take him some weights down there to do some weightlifting. Gonna make us a strong boy. His name is Ace Grayson Trivet. And I am so excited. Going to have me a new beekeeper. I'm going to have me a football player, basketball player, you name it. This kid, I'm going to have him doing everything. But anyway, what's going on in your neck of the woods, Keith?
Yeah, well, congratulations to all of y'all on that. You're going to. This is definitely first grandkid, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm excited.
Okay. You're gonna have fun. Now, where will they? Where do they live at?
They're not too far from me. They actually live in West Jefferson. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, they're pretty much that way going down, to work or towards your house. So.
Okay, good deal. Not too far away. That's great. Well, that's a good deal. Yeah, it sounds kind of similar to what you got going on. The goldenrod is just right on the edge of blooming here. The fields are starting to turn yellow in the top. They hadn't quite bloomed, but they kind of turn yellow before they pop. The wing stem is blooming good. The bees are bringing in lots of pollen. They're very busy. The bee yard was buzzing nicely today, so that's a good thing. You mentioned about feeding. That's something folks really need to be on top of right now. I looked in my hives, and I looked in some hives for some of the folks that I'm helping, and it's amazing at the difference in just a few miles, how much difference there'll be and how much food is in the hives, and how much they're bringing in and what you need to do. Some of my folks, they don't need to feed, and some of them they need to feed or they needed to feed badly. They've fed quite a bit on some of them, and they're doing good. So it was kind of the same here. I fed on quite a few hives drawing comb, but I didn't really have many light ones. I think I fed about 5 that were light, but the rest of them feel really good. So, but it can vary greatly. Folks need to be on top of that. So, but yeah, no complaints here. The ladies were flying today. It looked good. It looked kind of springish. The temperatures that we had and the ways they were flying, it was nice.
Yeah, it's definitely nice seeing them out, and we've had finally a dry spell. It's been really warm. Actually, it's kind of fall weather, but it's been warm, and the bees have really got out, and they can just do what they want to right now. Besides a little bit of cold temperatures, did you get that 38 down your way? Did you get that low temperature?
No, we hadn't seen 38. I think the lowest we had was around 53 or 4 one morning.
Right.
And that was a big change in low humidity. So that was a huge change that we had, just a week or two ago, when it was just, you walk out the door and it just hit you. It was just terrible early in the mornings. So yeah, nice. I'll take it.
It definitely is. And, so Jace, how's your bees doing? Are they still looking good down there?
Oh,
I can't hear you, Jace. He's unmuted, but
yeah, we barely heard him.
Jace, I'll come back to you. Let me go to Michael here. This fine fella below us that donated you some frames. Michael, how you doing tonight, brother?
Bad day.
Somebody said something about you getting hacked. I just read that. So what's going on with that?
That's when I was going to hop on here, and I just did finish doing a podcast with somebody, recording one, and I wanted to hop on here and tell y'all, if you get anything from me in the next few days, don't open it, because I got Google hacked, and they went in and changed all my authorizations, my authentications, my pass keys. They even created a USB key where you have to plug it in to get into Google. So my Google account's toast. They deleted my YouTube page. It's gone. All my videos are gone. My Instagram and Facebook could follow any second because I can't get in to reset anything right now. So if I vanish off the face of the earth, you're gonna know why. I had an old Google account that I used to do for like beekeeping for like farmers markets and stuff that I remembered I never got rid of. So that's what I'm using right now to do some emails and be on here.
So they did all that damage through a Gmail account?
Yeah, I had our security guys that do our work stuff went back through and looked at it. So it looks like part of a data breach. They went, and I got notifications through my my email until they finally changed that last one. It looks like they had a program because I had like 20 different things get changed in under a minute. So it just like blew right through them and just did everything.
Wow.
Every email, every phone number, every pass key, everything just gone. So whenever my Facebook and Instagram accounts time out, I can't log back in. They're gone.
Wow.
So I've been pulling everything. I think I may not have a copy off of them and downloading stuff and pulling things, but I may drop off the face of the earth for a little while on social media until I can, because I can't make a new account with my old account's name. So they did me a favor by deleting my YouTube account because that'll make it easier to make a new one at least.
Right.
But yeah, my Facebook and all that, I do all my work stuff as a page off my personal account, and it's all jacked up. So
wow.
Yeah, I had the whole two-factor authentication didn't matter. Whatever they did coding wise, they went and changed all of it.
Gosh, man.
I didn't even get notified to my backup emails until my backup email got changed. And it was like, there's been a change to this, and I just stopped getting notified.
Wow.
So I've had, and I don't save passwords to my Google stuff, but in case I did down the line, you never know when you might have accidentally did one. Canceling every credit card, every debit card, dumping every PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. That's all I've done today at work, just dump stuff left and right, burn stuff.
Gosh.
And yeah.
I can't imagine being a small guy like you are, kind of like I was the horizontals. I'm a small guy, and to have to do all that and so much work you've put into everything you've done, that just makes it just miserable, man. I tell you, I feel you, Michael. Anything we can do to boost your channel back up, let us know when you get back to that point.
Man, my files, my Google Drive, I can't get it in my Google Drive anymore. I had nothing, there's nothing on there that's going to compromise me. It's like whatever. My Google Mail is mainly junk mail. It just keeps getting emailed, and I just never getting cleaned it out. But I've got, images and drawings and CAD drawings I've sent to people because it's such a big file. So all the original files for some of my molds and things are in there too. I have patents on all that, but that's still there. So if you see a Chinese knockoff pop up real quick, you'll know why. Somebody's got my designs.
That explains the 90% sale that I got an email today saying you're having.
Probably. Yeah. So I did all that. Then I had to put on the happy face and do an hour-long recorded podcast with a lady in Texas. So that's done. So now I'm back to being mad. So.
Well, wasn't there somebody, Brian, that got hacked on YouTube and they recovered all his videos and stuff? Chandler?
Jason Chrisman.
Yeah,
Jason
the Ohio beekeeper.
Yeah, they actually got all his stuff back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I started that process earlier when it was still live. And they're like, okay, log into your Google. I can't. We'll send you a recovery password to your Gmail. I can't get into it. And, Google, talking to our tech guys, Google, I didn't know this. They do they don't do any kind of servicing at all for anything. So if you get hacked or anything crashes, it's your problem. They have no recovery people that work on anything. It's tough luck. You have to have Google for everything, but we won't actually support any of it if you have a problem.
Wow.
So I've never saved any of my stuff, like personal stuff, to that because of that. Like, I don't back photos up to Google anything. There is no backing. I do that to hard drives and stuff myself. But I know lots of people that do, stuff will be gone. They didn't get any. I mean, I canceled everything as fast as I could. They still tried to run a few credit cards. Apparently I had one that was attached to some old order way back, and I didn't know it auto saved a number, that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Wow.
Unreal.
So now I'm getting ready to do 6 conferences in like 8 or 9 weeks, and I probably won't be able to even read comments or advertise or follow event pages or nothing.
Wow. Man. Have you ever had anything like that to happen to you, Brian?
I've had, when I used to travel for work a lot, I've had credit cards and stuff like that compromised before.
Yeah.
I've
had cards problems, but
I've never had like a Google account or something like that. I mean, knock on wood. Thankfully, I should set up. My brother uses this service. I forget the name of it, but I don't know.
Really popular.
I don't know the name of it, but it basically it throws out these like elaborate passwords, and all that you really have to do is remember the password to log into that app.
Oh yeah.
And it manages everything else. He set up my mom on that. She had an issue one time, and this was probably the slickest way to steal somebody's information that I ever heard of. She has a smart TV, like a lot of us do.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever hacked her had hacked her television IP. That they're really not protected. She didn't think anything of it. So she went to log in, and she was going to watch a movie on Prime Video. And she got this pop-up on her TV that said something like her Amazon account had been compromised. Enter in your email, and that they would send her a link. And she's thinking, it's on my TV. I mean, it's on Amazon. So she clicked it, and she gets a phone call from somebody, and they go through all the spiel, all this and that. And then they're like, you need to drive to Target and get a gift card, And at that point there, she's like, I need to call my son. So she called my brother, and he was like, you have been hacked. He's like, do not drive to Target, So, and she phoned Amazon, and they were like, yeah, absolutely. We will never do that. And they didn't get anything. She was close to falling for it, because it's like, well, it's on my TV. The link that they sent her in her email, she said it looked about as authentic as could be. But, that's the closest that I've heard of somebody having something like that happen. It's like you said, Michael, it's scary when really anything with Google happens, it's attached to everything.
Oh, I got a thing in my, a viral thing in my work computer yesterday. So I was hunting for hotels for the conferences. So I was using Google Maps to see what was around the area, but I was logged into my Google account of Maps, but I was using my work computer. A few hours later, I started having all kinds of haywire stuff go on my work computer. Our tech guys looked at it. They're like, yeah, something got in your work computer. So whatever infected my Google account before worked its way through Google Maps and got into my work computer. And our work security is way stronger than like Google. So it picked it up and flagged it. They went an hour later, it was all cleaned out and done. It's fixed, but
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I just, I love watching, and this is a beekeeping chat. And, we're talking about stuff like this. And I absolutely love like the movie Beekeeper. Because stuff like this happens, and where is Jason Statham, and can we send him to get the individuals that did this to you?
I'm just waiting for more stuff to be messed up because I have, as my secondary email for like all my hotels and conference QRs to scan and U-Hauls, that all goes to that too. So I'm like, I hope nothing's attached into there they could use and scan and cancel stuff and screw me all up. And of course, I'm going on apps trying to get that. I'm using my work email to go and try to reset those emails. And of course, our proof point system is picking all that up. So I'll get a report tomorrow with all the stuff I was trying to do today to authorize and let it in tomorrow. So we'll just see what happens tonight, I guess. I mean,
it's just horrible.
So,
Keith, have you ever had anything like that to happen to you?
No, I've had the credit card issues that everybody's probably had, but never an actual account getting hacked. But but as soon as you say Gmail, I mean, you use that for, that's the portal to get into everything.
They make you use it. I mean, it's like you can't have one.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to keep, star a destination on your map, you have to log into your Google Map to save. It's every little thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the craziest? When I used to travel for work a lot, I'll never forget. I was sitting in Baltimore Airport and sat down to grab a quick bite of food. I had like 2 hours time, and the lady went to run my card, and it came back like it was dead. And I was like, "What?" So I knew that my card, like something had happened, and I'm sitting there, and like they're announcing my flight. And I was calling, I called Chase, and I'm like, "Hey, something is up with my card." And they're like, "Okay, this and that and whatever." And then I go to run another card, and there's an issue. And I'm like, "Oh my God, they got all of my Chase accounts." And that's the two. I have a Marriott card it's attached to Chase, and then a Southwest, because I would use the points. Those are I flew Southwest and I stayed Marriott. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm on the phone with Chase, and I'm like, "Can you just authorize a charge for this location?" And they're announcing my flight overhead, and the lady, the waitress is sitting there, and she's like, "Sir, I can't let you go until you pay." And I'm like, "I'm not missing my flight." And I'm on the phone, and I'm like, "Can you seriously authorize a charge?" I'm like, "I'll deal with it after." I'm like, "I don't feel like spending a night in Baltimore Airport because I can't pay for a dinner."
Wow.
It's frustrating when stuff like that happens. It is so frustrating. That
So
does
Michael,
when all of that happens. It's attached to everything.
Michael,
is there anything we can do? Just continue to pass the word along? Is that what we need to do for you at this point, or
just tell it? Because there's some people like on here I actually will email and stuff, different things with. I don't want anybody to accept something coming from my email until I get new stuff made and let them know what my new stuff is. I can't control any of it. I can't see any of it. I have no idea if once they aren't able to get money out of it, if they'll just dump my whole account or if it's going to stay in limbo. And I mean, they dumped my YouTube account for some reason. I mean, there's nothing you get out of it. So I guess it was just out of spite. I mean, I don't have any cards where you can go through YouTube and buy anything, so wasn't really any use to them. I don't have any cards attached to my Facebook or anything either. So other than just making a mess, it's not really good for anything. But so like as soon as my account time's out, I can't log back into anything. I don't know if I've got a day left or 3 weeks left, but periodically, it makes you log back in. So when that happens, I'm up a creek.
So. I see that. I'm on your website and it says video unavailable.
Yeah.
One video.
Yep.
Oh man.
So yeah, I just got through advertising, going to some of the conferences and putting up pre-order, links and all that for them, and I can't get in and see anything.
Unreal.
So perfect time of year.
Well,
So,
Chris
yeah,
will be on here in just a little bit talking about the Expo. So, you probably already have notified Cayman and those guys, but
yeah, I posted a thing up to all those group pages, and
okay.
one of those guys over there accepted it, so they know, and they kind of spread the word on their pages, and just trying to get it around, because who knows, get an email from me asking me about something I asked you about, and who knows, get another bug into somebody else's system. And I don't email very many people from my personal account. There's a few people, most of it's through my work stuff, but bigger files like drawings and things, we send them through Google Drive. Or I'll have compress a folder, like all the images for our website stuff to go to our graphics people. That's all through my drive. That's all sitting there, So, so who knows?
But you still have all your like blueprints and stuff. You didn't lose any of that stuff, right?
Oh no, yeah, I've got everything I need. I've got copies of some stuff in there that it's one of those I never got to around to taking it out. I did most of it, but I think I got it all, but I just know from the check. So I know I've got tons of images, but it's images you can go to my website and take off. It's nothing secret, it's more of just a nuisance than anything. Or if people I send drive links to for things, if they get another drive link from me thinking it's something else I sent them, I don't want them to open it up and there be a virus in it or something,
Yeah.
Because they could take those same pictures and send them again, like maybe I forgot, and resend them, and you'll see what they are, and you'll open one up to look at it, because that's what I send you for whatever purpose, advertising or whatever. And there's a potential to send a lot of people a lot of bugs if they want to.
That's how they got Jason Chrisman when his account got messed up. There was some link that it said to click, and he clicked on it, and literally within minutes, like he started getting other notifications, and then like his email was shut down. And I mean, it was literally within minutes. And I remember the day when that happened. Like when I woke up, I saw like all these notifications from like this YouTube channel, and it was like this cryptocurrency thing. And I was like, what the heck is that? I'm like, I'm not subscribed to anything like that, And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, hang on, this don't seem right. And I was scrolling through some of the videos, and then I seen Jason's, and I was like, what? And I knew then, I'm like, oh man, he got hacked. So
just the other night. So I got in the habit of, I used to download all my videos, do my editing and processing, so I have a copy here. I've been so busy lately, I just take really short and unedited ones. I don't have graphics and fun things on them. So I just got them on my phone. I edit them on my phone and I put them up. Well, I've started running out of space. And what I usually do when I run out of space is I copy everything to a hard drive. Then I take my micro SD out of my phone and save it and just put a brand new empty one. So I have multiple backups. I was hearing for spaces every day. So I was like, what videos from my YouTube do I probably never need again? And I went to my phone and started deleting videos. So like a lot of the ones on my YouTube page, they're gone.
I'll show you where all of my YouTube stuff is. I don't keep anything on my computer, and nothing gets uploaded to my Google. It's all right here. I download off of my GoPro onto my desktop, and then I don't sync it. And then as soon as I'm done editing the video, everything goes on my hard drive. And even like my final edited video, it all goes on there. And I've got, you can fit several years worth on some of these externals now. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm paranoid, like pictures of my kids and stuff. So I have I have the micro cards, I have a hard drive, then I have a copy of that hard drive on another hard drive. So I've got to have 3 different things completely fail before I lose them.
Chris is being funny. Chris, if you send me some nice big magnets, I'll put them in that drawer. Yeah, I'll put them right in that drawer on top of that little. I wonder if that case is any bit protective, because it was a certain case for those drives.
It's only one way to find out.
I'm not going to test it. Yeah. I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to blame it on Chris. I'm going to say Chris hacked.
I know.
He probably got tired of me asking him some Expo questions, and he's like, you know what?
I'm done with this guy.
We're just going to shut you down.
Yeah.
Shut up.
There we go. I'm tilting my camera up because it's a bad day to wear the shirt that I have on, unfortunately. So
Does it say hack everybody or
no?
Oh,
I didn't even think about it.
nah, we're all adults.
What is the hat you put on there, big boy? Oh, you got the weapon shirt on. Enduro Hives waxed in.
Yeah. I've got my little. I've got multiple hats up there, and I just kind of grab one periodically, and let's just wear that hat today. So, and that's not even all of them. I got more hats downstairs. So, my wife got to the point that she's like, "If you get another hat, I'm going to kill you."
Yeah.
So many of them. Hey, Ricky and Keith, you guys visited down in North Carolina probably at the perfect time. My brother listed that house.
Really?
Oh,
no. I like that house.
Sounds like you guys can buy it now.
He's been having issues. So right before I went down there, so there's a management company that handles the property, and he's been having problems with the management company, unfortunately. He found that they for the 1 month, like a couple of his rentals, they skimmed profits, and he found it, and they blamed it on a computer error, of course. And like he just had he had a rental where the people stayed, they scheduled 6 or 7 days, and they stayed like 5.5 days. And then they said that there were wild dogs, so they were scared and they left the property. And the rental company, they didn't, they charged him a minimal fee. So my brother ended up having to pay part of the cleaning for these people that stayed almost, the whole time. So he's been having issues, and like him and my sister-in-law, they were talking, and just decided, let's just list it and get out of it. So Chris Madaras,
hacker.
I'm looking at the shirt.
The hacker. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, no. Take a screenshot right now. I did.
We're going to put big hearts all around it in the background.
Look at that. I snagged that screenshot. I'm going to get another one. There we go. That is awesome.
Is this one any
Eamon
better?
is going to love that.
Is this one any better? I didn't. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
I love it. Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
We'll just settle on this one.
There you go.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
Oh, I love it.
What is going on here?
Perhaps Chris should try decaf.
I had to get a screenshot of that.
We're better. We're all better.
I got to use that in the video. I'm going to use that in the video. I'm going to focus right on a certain area.
We just have. Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You are in trouble. Tom and Melissa are here, so
Yeah.
Better behave.
All right, I'm saying Tom's going to hack me now. So he's been talking about people getting hacked a lot lately, and all of a sudden I get hacked.
yeah.
I think
He did
somebody
say something about getting a lot of money all of a sudden, so there you go.
I texted with him every
There,
day.
there's Tom's mom, who's always commenting.
Hi guys.
Hey, Michael, I want my $10,000 you promised me, or I'm gonna set fire to all those accounts.
I'm gonna say you're gonna release my nudes. Like, good luck to you. Just imagine a beluga whale with a beard, and you're good.
I got this email and it said that 21st Bees is running a 90% off sale.
Yeah.
And it said that with every purchase, you would get a video with Michael and Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
I was like, what is this?
I make things out of plastic. I don't need more around me.
Oh, man. Michael, it sucks, honest.
Yeah, man. We feel for you, brother. Like I said, if there's anything we can do to help out, let us know.
Well, I'll eventually have to come up with some page of some random note, some random name, and I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Well,
Chris
Chris, tell us
Madaras.
something about the Expo, man, and let us know what's going on there. And hopefully Michael's still got a booth. You know, it may be giveaway to somebody else by now. So
Yeah, no, he's all set on his end. No, we just got word to this. So the Expo Center had hot rods and the state fair for the last almost 3 weeks. So I didn't dare mess with our coordinators there. I didn't want our event to be accidentally canceled in the computer by us bugging them. So, so we were able to hear from them this week a little bit on some details. We're going to have a lot more classes this year. So again, hands-on kind of stuff. Obviously we're a little limited in that, we can't exactly show people how to make a split in person or anything like that. We've even gone so far as to try to figure out logistics on how to graft and stuff like that in person, but it's very difficult. And even if we were able to get queens there, they're almost certainly going to die because there's no way to, ship them back. It's not, so that kind of stuff's difficult. So, but we're looking at all kinds of stuff. We have some new fun leads. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, some really exciting stuff on that end. In terms of the vendors, we've had a couple vendors back out and all those fun parts. But I can probably drop a couple names here. Some people who've paid their, So a lot of things have had to change over the last couple of years, and that's part of me coming on with Cayman, and but yeah, Cayman's shopping now. Cayman's busy. Cayman's busy. I keep Cayman busy. Cayman hired me to keep him busy, so that's my job. So he does a good job by himself alone. So yeah, well, we have I can give you guys some stats. So we have around 17 new vendors this year that we've never had at the Expo before. All kinds of different vendors, solutions, new Varroa solutions that haven't been announced yet. Some of them that use existing technologies that have been thought of or invented. We have what else? My number was 17, so I think it might be a couple more. And then we have about 95 vendors, give or take, that are previous vendors. And so what we had to do was we had to go through and kind of categorize all the different vendors because we are very limited on space. And so having, 30 vendors who all sell woodenware becomes difficult for all 30 of those vendors. We can make more money and shove more people in there, but that's not right. I mean, that's not right to the companies. That's not right to the attendees to do that. So we've gone through and really had to do a lot of looking at that. Now, because of all of this, we are in talks. It hasn't been signed yet. We're in talks to get the room next door as well for next year. So that would be an additional 130,000 square foot. and 10 more dock spaces. So we're to the point where we're probably going to have to move the food into the front lobby because we need that food room this year. They're recarpeting a bunch of the just limit Hilco to 10 booth spaces. Yeah, that's well, and that's another thing too that a lot of people. So there's a lot of companies, John included, who have gone their booth spaces. Maybe they were 1 or 2 spaces, and this year they're 4 or 5. There's a lot of different companies who've gone up, 10 to 30% of space. So it's a process. So getting back to Grammy's point, I'm not ignoring her, or them, or whoever's on the account tonight. That we do have a wait list this year. We already denied 35 vendors flat out, just denial. We for various reasons. We don't need to get in here and disparage companies and people and stuff. That's not. I'm not doing that. But we flat out denied people, and then we have a substantial wait list. And so, like I said, we had several different companies drop out already who had been accepted in the past. And so that will open up some new spaces, and Cayman and I have to go through then and figure it all out. So, nothing is negative. It's we would love to have everybody in there. That's why we're doing our best to try to get a larger space for next year. We're not trying to be nasty gatekeepers. We'd certainly want the industry to continue to grow, continue to get better. Something I've had to talk to a lot of different vendors about is that before Hive Life and the Bee Expo, there were no national conventions where woodenware sellers, frame sellers, different people like that. There was nothing where those companies were competing at a national scale at regular basis. So that it's a whole new thing, and I do get some vendors who will call me and say, hey, something's happening. I'm like, hey, that's a business thing. Like, this is normal. You want competition. That's good for you. And there's a lot of things going on. So if you, I'll wrap up. So the Grammy, you are not being ignored. Like I said, there is a large waiting list. There's no because we've categorized different things, there's no you're 5th out of this, or we're not doing it like that. If somebody in your category drops out, or we have more space, which there's a chance we might, we'll definitely be letting people in. If anyone remembers 3 years ago, we didn't have enough room for attendees, which is one of the reasons we moved to Louisville. One of the reasons, for more space. So we're working on it, I promise. But getting back to interest, if anyone saw, if you go to the either our public page or our public group page, we posted a survey for FFA involvement. If anyone on the chat hasn't seen that, it's on the page. If you are involved, or your family's involved, or your neighbor or best friend is involved in FFA, and they're would love to help with bringing bees into the FFA, this is an avenue that we're investigating and looking at. There's, when people talk about agriculture, you go to an ag show, what are the 2 big things that people talk about? They talk about farming, like crops, and they'll talk about livestock. And there's no mention of bees or pollination or anything like that. And now, not to sound illusions of grandeur that bees are bigger than either of those things, but they're definitely part of the conversation that are never mentioned. So that survey's out there. We're going to work with a coordinator to get that moving. We've seen a massive interest in that, which is exciting. When this goes well, I know we definitely want to look at 4-H as well. And we were talking to someone the other day that said that there was a merit badge for the Boy Scouts of America for a long time. And they said in the last 5-ish years, it's gone away, or maybe at least in their local chapter it did. So again, it's just about getting good education to people who are interested in it. That's the big thing. And all of this is not necessarily attached to the Bee Expo. This is just about our industry as a whole. Certainly there's invitations to the expo and stuff like that. That certainly, but you know, being biased, we think it's a great showcase of what the industry is and the people. I mean, we have every single I think both last year and the year before, we had all 50 states represented. And I know last year specifically, we were over 35 different countries.
Wow.
I mean, App Monday is great. I'd love to go someday. I know, like, I don't want to leave out companies. I've just been kind of looking. I know Adam Hickman from Foxhound is going. I believe Cayman's trying to go this year. I've heard good things about it. You know, pros and cons. But I have heard good things about it. So, again, you're never going to make everyone happy. There's certainly people in the industry that aren't happy with Cayman or his methods or his opinions, and that's fine. But there's a lot of growth potential for bees in the industry, and So, Loma Vista, we don't typically give out the number as it goes, just because that's. But we're doing well. We're certainly at least we're after the first couple of years where it was like beyond exponential growth. The first couple of years, like it was just straight up. We've gained like 10 to 20% a year, give or take, once in the last like 2 years. So we're on pace for that again. But that's to say that's without adding in FFA, 4-H, Boy Scouts, stuff like that. And there's other really exciting things that less than 10,000 tickets sold. Laurel would have like personally driven up and hurt me if she would have buried Cayman already, and then she'd come up for me next.
Chris,
it's going really well. So
I do have a question.
Yeah.
And whether or not to take me seriously.
Oh boy.
You'll probably have to check the waiting list, but I was wondering if there was going to be the vendor there that was going to be selling the vape instance.
Are you talking the new ones? The knockoffs? Is that what we're talking about?
And they're made in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Are you being serious?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I listen, as Chris, it's true. Yeah, I don't really care about the whole state of Michigan, but that's okay, because I'm from Ohio. So
exactly, buddy. Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll leave the Texas people alone this week, and I won't give them the horns down. I mean, I'm so sorry. It's just
right.
a habit. We'll see how jolly I am about 3:00 on Saturday. We'll see. But here, anyway, I was going over some vendors who are cleared, and I can kind of. There's a lot of vendors. How many? 50. I'm not going to read off 57 vendors. We have 57 vendors. How about this? Anything for Chris? We have 57 vendors who have signed a legal contract with us and paid for their booth. So we're well on our way. A lot of these are companies, I'll if I miss any, that's not nice. So they'll all be on the website here soon. We'll have them through the app this year. If you haven't heard, we're gonna have. I know. We're now at the mercy of because we're in Louisville at the Kentucky Expo Center. We're at the mercy of last I looked, it was like the 4th or 5th largest expo center in the U.S. is the Louisville, the Kentucky Expo Center in Louisville. So we're kind of at their mercy of their timeline. They were gracious enough to let us back up 1 week off of New Year's because that was a logistical nightmare. It was awful last year. So unfortunately, it ended up being we ended up backing up onto them. There's lots of that's a whole thing. Hook 'em. All right, Philip. All right. I don't want to talk negatively. There's people that are upset about it, and I understand that. We're definitely not trying to step on people. Again, we really genuinely are for the industry. I know a lot of people think we hate the ABF. That's not the case. A lot of our speakers are going to try to split their time. A lot of our speakers are at the ABRC, which is at the ABF this year. So they're going to be down there too. So, the one really awesome perk is that Louisville is an international airport, and the Expo Center is literally next to it, and all of our hotels are right there. So if somebody does need to fly in, they are very, very, very close. Chris, yes. Well, Charlie is going to be at the Expo. Whether he speaks at the Expo, we don't. I can actually go over that. We do have some speakers. Oh, let's delete that and that. Here's some Yeah. Amen. It's not New Year's. Yeah, that's a whole thing. So these are speakers. We don't have any topics down yet, or the schedule, obviously. But we'll have. And I'm gonna butcher some of these people's names because some of these are new. So Adrian Quinney is gonna come and speak. Yeah, I apologize if I butchered names. Talking about biotechnical beekeeping and insulation or ventilation. They're going to talk about that. Bob is going to bestow his presence upon us again, so he'll be there in some form. We're going to have back a couple people for workshops. So right now we have Gus Mitchell scheduled to do some workshops again. Etienne Tardif will be back again to do some workshops in microscopy, along with Kara Ching, and maybe my dad. We'll see. He has kind of a school schedule to deal with. Charlie will be there, and again, we're definitely going to try to do some more commercial sessions like we did last year. We had 2 different commercial sessions in the morning to kind of talk about that, because there certainly are commercial beekeepers, or at least sideliners, that would like to become commercial beekeepers. So we'll definitely have some talks there.
Charles would be really good at that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just don't want to say he's giving that yet.
I understand. But I was over at his place in Illinois on Tuesday when I was there visiting JW, and I would talk to him a lot, especially about his initiative that he has going on with a few other commercial guys.
Yep.
It's pretty interesting, actually. But anyway, I forgot to ask him about if he was going to be there, and he didn't say. So.
No, you're fine. So I talk in a lot of nebulas, not to be vague and frustrating, but because there's a lot of details. Much stuff. Well, and it's not for me to leak anything. Gary, I want a smoker box. I tried to convince John. I was like, hey, I told him, I'll give you a better booth, and he started laughing. That didn't work. So,
hey, I have one question that I was asked. No. What time does Nobby actually end on Saturday? Is it around 5?
No. So we've changed it twice. So I have that answer for you. I just need to not talk over myself here. So we stated that the there would still be a talk.
There's Cayman. He said 6
p.m. Oh God.
You're in trouble. Your boss is watching.
No, it's fine. Here's the problem, and Cayman's not going to like this. He says it's bullying, but it's going to say that the trade show ends. This is last year's. I'm not that far ahead to have the whole book done already. Cayman gave his closing remarks last year from 5 to 6. We all know it went to almost 7. So the vendor hall, though, we're stating that will begin to close around 5, letting people who are going to go into the final session. But we're going to make that really we're announcing it a lot. And again, with the app, we'll definitely have push notifications, and all in an effort to allow the vendors to pack up a little early, earlier than they have in the past. So, because again, we know a lot of vendors don't stick around. They peace out and they drive back. So that's fair. So on the vendor agreement, we stated that the vendor hall was open from 8:30 until 5. And the vendors were able to tear down about 4:30. Start to tear down at 4:30. So does that answer your question, Tom? Cool. Now, I probably doesn't affect almost anyone here, but I don't have an answer yet for any vendors who are going to hang signs. I don't know. I would assume they're not able to come in and cut down stuff, safely take down stuff, cut down. They're not able to take down signage until everyone's cleared from, at least attendees are cleared from the room. That's usually the policy. So, while they're tearing down, certainly our new crew can come in and help with that. So, yeah. So, because last year we were telling people they couldn't start until 6, and then by the time we got everybody out, it was 6:30. So we're hoping that being able to start tearing down, at 4:30, and then the room closing at 5, that should hopefully help people get out of there a little bit quicker. So,
have you guys released what the vendors' discounts might be? Chris, have you guys done that yet? Do you guys know what they're going to be giving?
No, I actually haven't received a single one yet. I obviously know they're working on it, but I have not received one now. And again, but that's also because I promised everyone we'd get them on the app here soon. So that's a next week thing. We're just trying to get the trade show lined up. So, because we want to let in as many vendors as possible, but we also don't want to tell a vendor they're accepted and then figure out the show floor and go, yeah, right. That's not good. So yeah, I just got some crazy notification. Etienne will be there, like I said, to teach some classes. So going down. We have a gentleman coming in to teach about observation hives by the name of Frank Linton. He's going to come in and do some observation hive talks. I know that Fred Dunn will be there. Again, what he talks on other than his spider phobia is unknown to me, but yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry. I've been told that Cayman Reynolds has signed his contract, so he might be there too to blubber on and on about something. Probably about Alabama football or something. Although they might not be in the playoffs again this year, so maybe he'll be crying again. We have Christine Jacobson coming to speak about apitherapy and topics around that this year. It's been a requested topic. We're bringing back Lawrence Edwards, who was here a couple of years ago. We're dragging him back across the pond. Oh, Jesus. Listen, bub. We'll just hop in the chat. Listen, he's sitting on his phone going like this.
He's probably eating supper. He's been working so late today.
Yeah. He's such he probably drove over to Buc-ee's and he's having a sandwich.
Yep.
He's so close to a Buc-ee's. If I was that close to a Buc-ee's, I'd be over there all the time.
All the time.
Instead of driving to Cedar Point, I just drive to Buc-ee's. It's about the same thing. And then last but not, and then here I'll go over two more, and then we'll have Robin Underwood back as well, to do some classes and/or yes. Very likely. So yeah, Robin Underwood will come back, and then we do have. Where did I miss him? I know we have Randy McCaffrey, of course, and Mr. Ed will be back. We have some really fun things planned for those two individuals, along with actually a couple VIPs, some real fun things. So you'll have to kind of stay tuned on that. And then, I mean, I'm looking at, I didn't tell you guys about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We probably have about another 10 different people, men and women, who just haven't signed their contract yet. So yeah, we have some real fun things planned. Yeah, I was actually put in contact with someone from the Savannah Bee Company to do some cool stuff. So I need to get in contact with them. I don't want to reveal what it is yet because it's really cool. So we'll see if we can pull that off. So lots of great speakers, lots of great vendors. Yeah, the FFA initiative is just started. The next gen program, because of course I saw Jace was in here earlier, so he ditched out on us. He reminded me of Cayman. When it happened, I was like, "That's Cayman, exactly." He's just talking and nothing's coming out. I heard Chris is hosting a beekeeping version of Jeopardy. Thanks, Philip. No one would show up to that. Listen. We need to get. I keep talking about it, and we don't have any details yet. But the 2 events that we're going to host, one for vendors only and our VIPs, and one for the any attendee and the VIPs. They're going to be really fun. I still have 0 details for you. The parties come after that's like the dessert. I got to get the meat and potatoes done first. So typical Alabama fan. I hope you're talking about Cayman. I'm no Alabama fan. Woof. So yeah, we're sitting at 32 applications right now for the next gen program. So that's awesome. So that does close up here soon. So I'll give the spiel again if you guys have anyone who's interested in being a part of that. You know, we obviously very passionate about that that program. That's all on the website. If you go to the website, the top of the page, the top of the website, and you click on the Next Gen B program, everything's under there. So we're accepting people from the age of 10 to 20. It's pretty easy. You just come on and you submit a 3 to 5 minute video, YouTube video, and you go from there. So Cayman's mom looks at it. Obviously, Cayman looks it over too, and Laurel and a couple other people, and they make some awesome decisions. So, it's been really neat. I know that there's been a lot of people like Mr. Reindeer and some others who have come through the program. Certainly not exclusively because of the program. They are the beekeepers they are, but you know that it definitely didn't hurt anything. So Jason's excited. Yeah. No, and like I said, I don't have a number for you of how many people we will accept. I believe we're on track to have more than last year. But again, that's all due to the amazing support and donations of so many people. He is. So, Mr. Jace, is your stuff working yet? He's frozen.
Uh-oh.
I thought he was just staring us all down.
We're getting Richard Dawson.
Hey, I'm gonna.
What's up, Brian?
Oh, look at that. We lost Ricky, huh?
Ricky's gone. How many? Can't you fit 10 in here?
No, I was just gonna say I'm gonna duck out. I'll still be watching. I'm tinkering. So I figured I'd pop in here, and I needed to heckle you just for a second.
That's fine. So, that's fine. If you need any shirts I have laying down here, just let me know. So,
Chris, I spoke to Luke, the creator of Hex Hive, the other day.
Okay.
He actually
say Skywalker. Okay.
Luke Skywalker, yes.
Yes.
And they're going to have like some other Hex Hive stuff coming up.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I'm all ears.
They want some. He actually was asking me if I had additional footage and all that type of stuff that they could use. Yeah. So, Mr. Reynolds, how are you?
Just checking out. Usually Chris is doing the damage control. I'm feeling like it's the shoes on the other foot today. Promising. Maybe too much stuff.
Yeah, the Grammy, you're right. I don't know who Richard Dawson is.
I don't know who Richard Dawson is.
That makes me old, I guess.
So young.
Huh.
So we've had. I don't know if you.
I know who that is. I just
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. So you guys have. We've had a lot of kids just in the last few days sign up for the Next Gen program, like quite a few. And it's not like, all right, that's it. That's the last straw. Where's the band hammer?
See, like I got double logos.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What is that shirt doing in here?
Oh, you missed the intro.
You missed the other three or four he had on before.
Yeah, I just kept finding all these shirts. I don't know where they all came from.
Mine mysteriously vanished somehow. I don't know
what happens. They make great smoker fuel.
Yeah, that probably would have been a more efficient use, but sometimes you get low on certain toiletries, and you just do what you got to do. So the youth program usually, like towards the end, kids sometimes procrastinate. I don't know if anybody has had kids that have procrastinated before, but yeah, all these Next Gen kids are really good, but I think a lot of them wait till like a day or two before, a week before to get it in. So right now we're seeing a big surge as there's only 3 days left for the Next Gen kids to sign up. So, and what we're hoping is with the FFA to extend that beyond the Next Gen and eventually feed into that. So we've got a ton of interest. Krista's been handling that, and we've had a ton of interest in that. Now we've got to figure out how to focus that and get that handled properly. So we're really going to be talking to a lot of people about suggestions on how to handle this and make it to where it's not absolute chaos. But we are talking teenagers in agriculture, so it is what it is. So Chris, you and Corey have been quite busy here lately. Do you want to talk a little bit about Corey? Have you talked about him at all?
No, I haven't, but I definitely can segue into that. So we have Brian, do you want to say anything before
Hey, before you guys get into all this, Cayman, it's good seeing you. I'm gonna duck out soon. I popped in just for a couple seconds, and right before you joined, I was doing my exit, like, hey, it's good talking to you guys. I'm gonna go, and then you pop in, and I'm like on the spot here now.
Well, that's really awkward for all of us at this point. Thanks, Brian, for making it awkward.
I mean, I could sit here, I guess, more.
No, that's even more awkward.
If you duck out too quick, Brian, if you duck out too quick, it's going to seem like you're dodging them. It's going to seem kind of odd. So
yeah,
for a few.
It's starting to hurt. This has happened before, and
I mean, I was only here to talk about the hack, so I mean, I could really go too. I mean,
well, I'm not. I've told Laurel and I have some plans. The kids are actually hanging out with my parents. They're having a fun time with the grandparents. So we're actually going to eat some junk food, watch a movie, and then attempt to stay up till at least 9:30 tonight. And
thrill seekers.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully can sleep for at least 7 hours before waking up to, hey, Mom, I got a nosebleed. Hey, can I have cereal? Hey. We got two different kids. One of them likes to sleep in, and Jimmy's like the stinking alarm clock in the morning.
Oh.
So all good. But it was good to see you, Brian. It looks like we're going to be at the Midwest Bee Expo together.
Are you going back up there?
Well, I've never been, but I'm one of the speakers.
I was thinking the other
Wisconsin one.
Yeah. We'll be up there.
Yeah, so maybe they'll make us do a honey testing like they did last time in Wisconsin, and this time we'll actually have some experience. So maybe
yes.
Yeah.
I guess I get to see both of you guys up there then.
See?
Okay. Well,
I'll be up there.
I was doing prior to last year about 14 shows, 16 events a year. somewhere in that range. And it was fun until it wasn't. And it's mainly because you just don't have any weekends with the family and stuff like that. And it's a problem. But I haven't hardly done any this year. I've only limited to like a few. And so I haven't seen as many people, and I don't get to hang out with the vendors like I used to. And Tom and his wife talked me into doing one in Missouri. I really was telling Tom absolutely not. And then his wife said, "Hey, Cayman, we can't."
It was the best time of your life too, wasn't it? Like,
yeah. And so, I can't resist her. Tom's a hard no, but
well, he'll just talk your ear off until you say yes. So
yeah, well, I mean, I know how that goes, but
Hey,
that means Cayman has to stop talking first. So
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God help us, you put Cayman, Tom, and Greg Burns in the same room together.
Hey, now.
We could probably solve world hunger, world peace, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, if we could stop talking, I'm sure we could.
It'd be a 12-hour live. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I'm going to duck out though. Cayman, it was good seeing you. I'll see you again.
Good to see you, man. We'll see you before too long.
Yeah. I'll talk to you guys.
All right.
See you, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Oh, I won't. Wait a minute. Where did Ricky go? This is his darn channel.
So there were 6 people, so he dropped out. He can only have 6. He's in the background. Yeah, he's in the background.
I can see him right there in the barrier. Oh,
There he
Right here.
is.
I'm right here. No problem.
Magic.
Cayman
Just
really
trying to give everybody a say.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ricky in a while.
We'll be there, Cayman.
Oh, you're going to be there, huh? Well, the rest of your family is welcome. We're going to put you to work if you're going to get in the door.
Oh boy, I'll be in trouble if you haven't seen my name tag. It might say something like troublemaker on it. Roy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it might say something about was there at day one. You guys and just a handful of other people were there from the very beginning.
Right.
And so it's a very limited club. And Chris, we need to do something about that. So I want to put some pressure on you, Chris, here in front of all these people. We need to create some unique stuff with the merchandise this year. We need to have some stuff for like people that have been to 3 events. And then we need to have like some special stuff for the people that are at the first one. And of course, we'll have regular stuff too. And we'll have all kinds of cool stuff, but we need to have some type of like cool thingies. So I know that you don't have anything else to do. Well, and she needs a whole nother bottle because she's run out of room on that one.
I'm sure if she's like any other family, I'm sure Tom is going, no more bottles. They probably have an entire cabinet full of them. Once a year, we go to the recycling plant with a box full of bottles. Although now that I don't work for a large M company, I don't receive like 15 bottles each month for the holidays. So that should help with that.
Laurel just bought one very similar to that today. And I'm like, Laurel, we literally sell these things. But they're not like this one. And after being married 14 years, I've learned that sometimes there's just, you know what? We don't have one like that. You're right. And so we got it. No, but she's actually wanting to stick it. We got a little laser in here. She's wanting to do some stuff with it and tinker around with it. It's got a ceramic inside, and she likes that. She says it's better, and I'm sure she's right again.
Hey, Ricky, are you seeing in the private chat somebody's trying to hack Jace and pretending they're Jace somehow?
I see him talking about that. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna back out. Cayman, go ahead and continue talking about your conference real quick, and let me see if I can help you out.
I just wanted to hop in and poke fun at Chris real quick. I was gonna let Chris go with some stuff. Sorry you're having to deal with that. See, that's where Chris is great. He's always in the background, crushing these people's souls. And he giggles.
I enjoy it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can. Are you heading out, Cayman, or are you just gonna?
I just wanted to hop in and say, hey, Chris, and hey, guys. I hadn't talked to Rick in a while. I didn't realize there was going to be such a crowd in here. And sorry that I heard that you got hacked, Michael. I hate to hear that. It means you've hit the big time, I suppose.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
They hacked me for all my junk emails that are useful. So they didn't get much of anything useful, but it's just annoying.
Exactly. Well, Laurel, she handles all of that kind of stuff, so I don't have anything to worry about. She explained to me a little while ago why it was important, and I don't remember why, but it sounded really impressive on all of our password codes. It's like 26-letter long codes that make 0 sense. If she dies, I can't access anything. I'm totally no more anything.
That includes the stove and the microwave for all those at home wondering. It's not just the computers.
So I have to tell you, as a wife, that is so incredibly annoying when Tommy asks me, "What's my password?" Did da 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 da. I'm like, save it in your phone. My passwords are saved in my phone. Save your passwords. I don't want to remember mine and yours.
Just do it to make her feel good. You know?
Yeah. Well, the problem of it is I can't find stuff, and I can't. So I could get better, but honestly, Laurel's just a lot better with that kind of stuff than I am.
Yeah.
As people have probably noticed from the videos and just meeting me, I'm pretty scatterbrained, and I'm not really good at keeping things just streamlined like that. So God created some crazy people, and God created people to help keep people from being too crazy. And that's pretty much our relationship. And Chris has been pretty helpful. So Jeremy Lindsay told me about this chat I had forgotten about. I wanted to hop in and say, hey, Chris, and thanks for the help, Chris. Awesome. And really appreciate you helping us with the Expo. I am out of here. Wish me bye, Chris. Come on, man.
Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, boss.
Yeah. Early in the morning. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this Jace thing is wild. So real quick, I'll hit on this because it won't affect many people, so I don't want to bore you guys. But we did bring on a gentleman by the name of Corey. Side note, he is a real good friend of mine. He was the best man at my wedding. But and he's been at the Expo before, so not last year, but the year before, he kind of floated around helping people. But his background is in sponsorships, fundraising, organization, a lot of youth work, youth leadership work specifically. So we brought him on to help with our sponsorship work, as well as potential future outreach, including the 4-H, the FFA, Boy Scouts, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, Corey's awesome. Super great guy, fun to work with, funny guy. He's also an Ohio State fan, and he's also, unfortunately, with me, a Cincinnati Reds fan, which is miserable. God, they suck. They're awful. So if you want to commiserate with them, you can just bring up the Reds. But Corey will be posting some more stuff on the public side. He's been addressing a lot of people on the back end for sponsorships this year. So again, it's not on the website. Well, it is on the website, but it's hidden. We actually already have several of our items already sponsored for the year. Our attendee lanyards are sponsored. The coffee is sponsored already. Our attendee bags are sponsored. What else do we have? The pens, the wristbands. The step and repeat is all taken. We've had a couple hanging aisle banners taken. Our conference app is sponsorable this year, and somebody's taken one of those. I think we have 2 people who've taken speaker sponsors already. And since I don't have the exact list standing in front of me, I don't want to misspeak on anything. So we'll have definitely a post on all that. Obviously, we very much appreciate all the vendors and individuals who have sponsored stuff so far, and I don't want to misspeak on anything. So I don't have it in front of me, so I won't misspeak. But yeah, we are very excited about that. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about the app. So the app is going to be, yes. Did I miss something? Okay. Maybe Brian's good at that. Hey, Brian.
Okay.
That was good. I don't have any power to beat anybody up. So we'll just blame Brian for that. That sounds like a logical thing. So I have no power here. So anyway, we have an app this year that is going to be for attendees and vendors. It will allow will allow people to go in and pick the speakers that they're interested in watching, not only from like the schedule, but they can also say, hey, Bob's speaking, and click on Bob and see his profile, anything about Bob. And then they'll also be able to see all the different things that he has, he is speaking, and be able to tag those. So as an attendee, you will be able to go through and actually kind of curate your own schedule. Right. So yeah, I'm getting Cayman's doubling back on me on stuff. So that'll be the really neat thing for attendees. They'll be able to see that. You'll also be able to join kind of like chat groups where they can. I don't know what you're pointing at. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I see Brian's comment.
I think Tom's watching the replay on something. They're having a good laugh up there. Trying to get.
Yeah, I see that. So attendees will be able to go into different chat groups, and so if you're from Ohio specifically, you'll be able to go in and grab that, and be able to message people from Ohio for the Ohio, and we always have to announce when Ohio pictures are going to be, or the Michigan beekeeper picture. So all that stuff can be handled through the app this year. Certainly for sponsors, the platinum sponsors who, like, we just have the Honey Show left at this point. Yeah, the Honey Show. They'll receive a couple push notifications during the expo for being a platinum vendor, sponsored vendor, and but that's all attendee stuff. It's really neat. Certainly the trade show's floor plan will be on there, and you'll be able to go through and click on it and see where vendors are. Then you'll also be able to sort alphabetically through the vendor list as well. And you'll be able to click on a vendor, and the vendors actually have control over what's on their, we'll call it an account. So if a vendor wants to have, their catalog on there, they can do that. If they want to have just a link to the website, they can. If they want to have special deals or roll out deals for like a day or have contests, all that stuff will actually be done through the app. It's going to be really neat. Certainly going to be some growing pains with it, but I definitely think it's much more of a positive than negative, of course. Certainly, we're just not going to be able to use every bell and whistle from it. So we are really excited about the check-in process, though, too, with it. Where they'll help us print our badges and do a lot of things like that. So there's a lot of really cool back end things that we'll be able to take advantage on our end. So and we are going to try to bring in and again, I'm not speaking exclusively. I just know there was specifically like the bee supply. And there were a couple other ones, but again, forgive me. I don't know them all, but there were a couple of different vendors who had like a small stage at their booth, and they had speakers in their booth. And I know there's more than just the bee supply. They were the first one that did it 2 or 3 years ago. But we're going to do our best to also put their talks into the schedule on the app as well. Probably won't make it into the book, but the app is much more fluid, so we can do that right at the end. Roy, I see. I can't click on any chats, but I see your chat, Roy. Thank you for your interest in donating to the Next Gen program. If you go to the website, I'm on the back end of the website, so give me just 1 sec here. If you go onto the website and you click on the Next Gen program, there's actually a donate here button. I won't send you directly to the, but there's a donate here button, and you're able to donate there. So if you want to donate that way, that's great. If you want to bring an item to auction off at the silent auction, that also will help us with the Next Gen program as well. So any and all help is amazing. We appreciate it. I know we obviously know that the did my link not work? Oh. That's weird.
You can only post the link if you're the person, if it's your channel. So I posted it there under Ricky's name.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. So that's where it's at.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
So compared to last year, how many overall vendors do you think y'all are going to roughly end up? About the same number? Or is it going to be less numbers because people are getting bigger spaces, or?
Yeah, less numbers. Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you, Roy. Again, I didn't want to downplay that. We do appreciate your donation. We appreciate everyone's donations to that. It's always, again, we really just turned that right into the youth program. We're not, Cayman and I aren't out buying nice steaks or anything like that with that. So, ooh, look at that. That's cool. Yeah, we do appreciate that.
Waiting picture.
This is what we got for JW. I'm getting him this for his birthday. If he's still on here.
Nice. Is that made in your neck of the woods?
I have no idea where it's made. I was just poking fun at him because JW despises bourbon. He hates the stuff. So I'm going to buy him a bottle anyway. Because that's what you do with your old buddies.
Well, and his birthday is usually that weekend of Dobby. So it works out well.
Well, I hate bourbon too, Tom, just so you know.
Just did one for Christmas, Tom.
Well played, my friend.
Your list.
Well played. Look, as per those emails you sent out today, we won our 10K, and I'll send you a nice gift. I'll send you a nice bourbon.
When I see you in Georgia, you can bring me some up there.
Yeah.
I'm still
be in there early, so sneak me in as your wife, and we can. I'll help you set up for sure.
I've got a vendor tag that says Adrian on it. Like I say, you can be whatever you want to be with that name, and
that's right.
Come on in.
It's kind of like the military. You don't ask, don't tell, right?
Yeah.
Nice,
You'd
Brian.
be wasting used money.
I'm allergic to bourbon. Right, Brian.
Yeah, I'm knee deep in my mead production, trying to get enough bottles to bring up to the expo as well, or down to the expo as well. So, what is it? August? Yeah, I got to get my next. I think I'll have enough time for one more batch probably before the expo. So I have one I'm going to bottle here soon. So I got to go buy bottles. So, oh geez,
right.
bourbon.
So Chris, you got to tell me. So the event at the hotel at the Crown for the vendors is on the same night as the No Life Beekeeper dinner event thing. Yep. So you've got to persuade all of us to ditch their dinner and stay at the Crown's event.
Sure. Well, my pitch is that, Bob will be there. And so, he's the life of the party. So
Bob who?
Yeah, right.
I heard Melissa will be at the other one. She's a pretty cool chick.
We got JW signing autographs. It's going to be pretty good.
And dancing.
And sing with Bob.
We had a lot of feedback from vendor, like a lot of feedback the last now going on 2 years at Louisville, that the vendors wanted to have time together outside of the vendor hall, and that they also didn't get to spend much time with the speakers or at zero time at all. And so this is, Wednesday's the best night, I mean, for vendors, they're exhausted. They're setting their stuff up, dragging in pallets, all that crazy stuff. I need more of that honey meat. Yeah, Jeremy, you know where I live. Just come on. I literally have a wall of meat in my house. Just come on in. I got cases of it. So I that's my pitch to you, is that, it's I don't have any details, so I can't lie to you and tell you what we're going to even have yet. We don't even have a menu set. So, but it will be fun. And you'll just have to, maybe if you don't come to that, maybe you'll just have to come to the one the next day. So,
all right, your turn, Tom. What will you offer, Tom?
Oh, what are we offering?
I'll give you this beautiful smile right here.
And bourbon.
See you in that, Chris.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Oh, listen.
Hey, what time is your guys' gig going on from until, Chris?
That's why I don't want to. I mean, we don't have anything set yet. I can look on the contract. I don't even think the contract has an actual time on it.
Yeah, I don't think
So whoever's gets set first, that's where you go.
There's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of us probably bouncing back and forth. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Hey,
it's not
we're just
too-
gonna make sure our party is the best, and then they'll lose all their guys, and they'll come over and be with us. So.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll leave my
as,
dad
long as,
around.
as long as we have people to help us cover the costs, that's fine. I just don't want to be sent home with the bill. That's priority one. So
Yeah.
But Cayman's
Michael.
going to yell at you, Chris. He'll be like, how come you didn't make this party better than Rick and Tom and Melissa's and Keith and
I know.
some of Charlie and everybody else?
Is Matt doing his tasting again this year?
Yes, he is.
He does that on Thursdays.
That's on Thursday.
Perfect. See, and that's when our other event is. So it's. I knew that was going to happen. I mean, there's a lot of people that roll out Friday. There's a lot of people that roll out Saturday. So there's
Well, Hives for Heroes usually does theirs on Friday. We've done ours the last 2 years on Wednesday. Matthew does his on Thursday,
And actually,
then Hives for
just-
Heroes is usually on Friday.
So it's the same venue space that Matthew with Comfort Pro for his Beaks and Brews used last year. He's using it again this year on Thursday, and we're renting it on Wednesday. So it's the same location. If you went to it last year, it's the same location. And I'm pretty sure we've got that locked down. I'm about 90% sure right now. So-
Todd, I don't trust you any more than I trust Tom to behave.
Whoa, easy
So-
now. Easy.
all right. So what y'all were saying is Wednesday we're basically going to be bar hopping.
There you go. Well, hey, we're going to supply some food and probably light drink, but if you want beer and all, BYOB, buddy. But maybe we'll bring a bottle of bourbon for JW.
I will say if people are interested, we did dip our toe in having our first courtesy block downtown. They do have a shuttle, so it's at the Galt. If you know anything about Louisville, that's like one of the fancier hotels, nicer hotels downtown.
Mhm. I think that's where Brian stayed last year.
Brian,
is that where you stayed last year?
That's about 15 minutes from the ish.
it just depends on traffic. I mean, if there's no traffic, it's real short. But if there's a lot of traffic, yeah. Jeremy. Yeah, not us. We'll be busting our butts. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so the Galt is on our hotel list. There are a couple people who've booked that. We try to listen to our feedback. We've had people talk about wanting to be able to stay downtown. There's plenty of bourbon places and bars and cool things downtown. So we gave it a shot. So we were able to secure some rooms, and that's what we did. So if anybody is interested in that, that's there. So.
I hate to interrupt, Chris. Melissa, did you get that password to close the chat?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm going to have to run. My truck went down today. I've got to go pick my wife up from work. So you guys can continue to talk, and Melissa and Tom will shut the chat down. Now, Chris, I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank
going
you.
over everything. I'm excited about seeing you guys, Cayman, everybody on the chat here. This is going to be a good party. It always is. You get to see people you talk to all the time. And again, we're going to try to make our party a little bit better than, Cayman and Chris's stuff, so
Do it, please.
But it's all about having fun. That's what this is about. It's all about having a good time, being with people you like that does some of the same things. It's just exciting to go to. If you haven't been there, I suggest you go. It's great. So we're going to bounce out. We'll see y'all later.
Thanks,
See you, Ricky.
See ya.
Keith, did you just text Jace? Is that who you were talking to in that private chat?
Yeah.
Is that
I
still
think
not
Ricky,
him?
I think Ricky blocked the right one.
Okay, so
That was
he
that was
hasn't
just
tried
totally
to.
weird.
So he hasn't tried to come. That real Jace hasn't tried to come back in.
I don't think so.
Weird.
I think it kind of freaked him out.
Okay.
My personal favorite.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
My personal favorite StreamYard fiasco was the one day that Cayman posted the actual invite link as the stream link on Facebook. So for the first 45 minutes, I was just blocking people who tried to keep joining the chat. And I was like, how did our chat leak? Yeah, it was Cayman. He like posted it on the public page. It was great. We only found out after. I was like, oh, he posted the join link because people were apologizing. They're like, we're not trying to hurt you. And I was like, yeah, it was a good time. So that's why I try to handle all that stuff and like Cayman, be the smart beekeeper. So. But yeah, I mean, again, there's lots to talk about. I don't have anything else I've left out just yet that we can announce.
I know people have been asking about people that do like the honey stuff. When are the rules and all that posted for the honey show?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we actually met with Brutz and his team yesterday. Great conversation. Lots of stuff coming on that. Without being official, I would state that probably most things aren't going to change from last year in terms of like rules and stuff. Now, I won't say like for sure. There certainly are potential updates and everything like that.
Right.
But we don't. That's why we haven't listed anything. Jace, you're good, man. You're good. It happens. But yeah, that's why I haven't posted anything on the website yet because I don't want anyone to go through a lot. I know how much work that is. That's why I've never done it.
Right. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, I was just curious because you have to, get certain bottles and different containers ordered, because the rules, you have to have it in certain containers and things like that. So I was just curious.
Yes, Brian. Yes, that was a topic of discussion yesterday. So that's definitely one thing that we talked about. So, and then we are hoping to do some really fun additions to the honey show as well, including our VIPs, and I'll just leave it open-ended at that. So yeah, so we have a couple different companies who've reached out who want to do some cool awards. We're really talking about trying to better educate and help people with their entries. There's a lot of people that come and do spend time on it, but maybe it's not the right time, or they didn't cellophane their lid, or they didn't use white gloves, or they didn't. I mean, all those all the reasons why I will never do it. and again, kudos to everyone who does. I'm obviously not downplaying it. It's so much work.
So the first time I entered a honey show was the third other conference. And because the second other conference, our friends Jamie and Brandy Wynn with Sweet Harlan Honey, he was entering this wax block, and we made fun of him the entire weekend because at night he would go back to their hotel room and wax his wax block or buff his wax block to make sure it was perfectly shiny. And I knew nothing about honey shows at the time, so I'm like, what are you gonna go do? And buff his glass and buff his wax block and da da da. So the next year, I'm like, you know what? Let's enter some honey in the honey show. And I didn't know there were rules. I just knew that you had to like bring it in the queen line glass jar. And you needed 3 bottles. So the night before we left, I filled 3 bottles with honey, put the lid on it, and threw it in my bag. Like no cellophane, no nothing. I have no idea. No. It's just floating around in our luggage. And I entered that. I didn't even go pick the honey up at the end of the show. I was so embarrassed once I realized that's not how you do that, Melissa.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it's well, I got into it with a local person at my like very, very, very small town local fair. They have, like a little judged show, and honey is one of the things. And I got like a participation ribbon. And I was like, okay. Yeah. It was like, but the entry was honey. So I was like, what am I being judged on? Like different size jars, different types of jars, different colors, definitely different filtration. And I got a participation. I was like, why? What? So everybody's like, well, you're the local beekeeper. You should be in every. I don't. For what reason? Like not that I have to win, but like it's like just time. So
yeah. I'm gonna interrupt you one second. So if you're trying to get on the chat, on the screen, you have to have your camera on. So somebody's trying to enter the chat right now. We won't add you to the chat unless you have your camera on. Okay, sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, you're fine. So yeah, so getting back to your original question, we are. Thanks, Jace.
Jay, it's a different name. It's not you. Thank you, though.
Sorry, Brian's messaged me. Yeah, so that's moving forward. We were able to finally meet with them and start moving on that. So that will be announced soon because we understand that people are extracting honey, like comb honey right now. You know, people who paint, photography.
Mhm.
I get it. We totally get it all. That there's a timeline. So we're hoping. I don't want to put a date on it. I mean, we're hoping the next couple weeks to have it finalized.
Yeah.
So that way people have some stuff. But the biggest thing for me, though, in addition to the rules, is Brian, is also I challenged Brutz. I said, we really want to have some educational videos for people who want to enter but are intimidated or don't know the details, or maybe they finished sixth in a group. So, maybe they finish sixth in a group, and they want to get first or second by the criteria.
Mhm.
That's something came in. I kind of tried to discuss too, and how do you do it where if there's 10 categories in the honey show where there's no first place finisher, but there's a third and a sixth, and But Brutz challenged us and said, hey, this is the North American Honeybee Expo.
Right.
And so you don't want to lessen your standards.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's a standard. So when like our state honey show,
Sure.
they usually do it that way. Like doesn't matter, if 3 people enter one category, it's first, second, third.
Yep.
There's no real okay, this person entered this. Well, his is better than this person, so he got first. I like the standard because it makes you present your product better, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
And to our point though on that, with our discussion was, okay, well maybe you give first, second, third, but in terms of points, you give based on the standard. But what we came back to was that still's, that still is, kind of, it doesn't fit the right program. So,
looks like there's your
it's just going on. So we ended up just going back to, we need more and better education. People need to be better educated on what their entries are, why, and I told Brutz too, I want to go through, I want to go through and understand, why entries are second or why they don't meet a standard. So yeah, it's involved. So
this chat is just getting attacked all over the place tonight. I don't know what is going on.
But yeah, so just to save everyone's efforts, I'm good. Unless anyone else has any other questions, then we can stop everyone's accounts from being decimated.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Who knows?
So does anybody else have any questions for Chris regarding Nabi or
Sure, it's broad.
suggestions?
Thanks, Clay. Yeah, and as always, you guys know where to find me. I dare not post my email in here. Yeah,
I've never seen this chat be so attacked like it's being tonight.
it's weird.
People must be bored.
Yeah, we get that occasionally on not like this, but we do get this occasionally in Cayman's chat, and it's a whole thing. Usually, it's people who are saying that beekeeping's immoral or going down that whole thing. So. Yeah, maybe time when the hackers show up. Yeah, Jeremy, you can call me anytime, sir. So yeah, I guess maybe I'm a big deal now. I now get calls from Mr. Ed. I get calls from Randy McCaffrey. I get calls from people all the time. But it's tough because I also get $50,000 loan applications and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So it's I almost have to I almost always used to answer my phone no matter the number because it wasn't a big deal. But now I almost have to, if I don't have your number, I almost I screen it all every time. Just so it's just unfortunate really where we're at. So, but yeah, if anyone has questions, feel free to reach out to me. Find me in Facebook groups. Yeah, so write it down, email me, whatever. So we appreciate being on, being able to give information. Definitely excited. Where like information's going to start really coming out like a fire hose soon. So once the expo is over, and then usually we try to get it posted like early February. We have our videographer who videos all of the talks, or at least the talks that we video. We don't. There's sometimes a couple talks that aren't videoed, but more or less usually almost all of them are. We'll definitely have an announcement that on the website as well as in the Facebook groups that states that the videos are available for purchase. And a popular option this year was, for some people, was getting it on a flash drive. So we put all the talks on a flash drive, and we can send it out. We also do obviously have them digitally on the website as well. So those usually, like I said, hit like early to more like mid-February is usually when those videos hit. So, and I don't know the cost off the top of my head. That's always changing. So, yeah. So, and Jason, if you didn't come in 2024 or in 2025, those videos today are out on the website. If you go to previous expos, you can actually buy the videos from the last 2 years out there, both digitally or on flash drive. So, and that's for anybody, not just Jason. But yeah. So,
I have a question, Chris.
Yeah.
So my only issue with watching the videos online is I can't stream them to my television. I have to watch them from my iPad or my laptop. You know, like I can't cast.
Are you trying to do it over? I was gonna say, are you trying to do it over like AirPlay?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, there's.
That's my only.
Yeah, I know. We originally were going to use Vimeo,
mm-hmm.
and Vimeo is kind of that. Like, I mean, if you're publishing a film, it's doable. But when you have, I don't know, a lot, this many different talks, that's difficult to put on a channel, and so. Squarespace ended up being the best place where you could put it behind a paywall, have some reasonable security stuff to it. So they always are making updates, and we just it'd be nice. Like, I mean, you ready for this crazy one? Here's a crazy one for you. So everyone who comes and everyone who buys a ticket gets a code for the videos when they come out. Every single purchase of a ticket gets a code. I and Laurel hand make and submit every single one of those codes. There is no way to automate those. So all 3,500 plus people have a hand-done code. Each code takes 30-ish seconds if your eyes aren't melting into the back of your nose cavity at that point. It's crazy. And I'm not asking for sympathy. This is part of, everything has a cost.
Yeah.
What a pain.
So again, it was more effective for me to spend 2 to 3 hours trying to find a workaround for that. I tried automated screen clickings. Nope, nothing. So we have some optimization stuff going to happen in the background for us next year on all that, but that won't affect anyone else. If you bought a ticket for 2026, you will have the digital version included in the price of your ticket, whether you bought the super duper early version, the gold pass, or you buy it, in December. You will get your digital code. ChatGPT, yeah, I wish. ChatGPT and I are BFFs, and that doesn't help me. Brent, can you download the videos? So off of Squarespace, the digital you cannot. Yeah, they lost cheap labor. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Maybe you need to find a few high school kids that want to make just a couple bucks and pay them to do it.
It's again, it's just it is what it is. I don't want to throw people under the bus. There were some other people that helped us, and there were issues. So it could have been my issues, but I don't think it was. I'm pretty confident what I was doing. But anyways, it happened. So so getting back to Brent, if you want to download, we're talking about the possibility of the cost of buying the flash drive, shipping the flash drive, the time to download it, all that stuff. There's a cost there. So we're looking at giving a discount to people who bought a ticket. You wouldn't pay the full price for a flash drive. Certainly, if you don't go to the expo and you want to buy a flash drive, it would be full price at the time in February. But if you are someone who has a digital copy, we were looking at giving a discount and just making sure, again, that we're recouping cost in this. So, again, if you haven't paid attention yet, we try to charge far below and under what normal things cost, just because that's our goal isn't to get rich, it's to help the industry. So,
okay, so is there any thought to doing something like that, or a discounted rate, or something that wrap into our packages where vendors can purchase those? Since, like,
yes,
to me, I don't get to go see a single thing, but I would like to, but I don't have a ticket I'm buying that has the codes and all that stuff.
Well, okay. Yes. I can't. We were talking about. Yeah, we were literally talking about it yesterday. I don't have a firm thing with it, but yes, we're.
It's out there.
Yeah. Yep. No. We will have a solution for that. We don't. I don't have it finalized today. So Cayman really would kick my butt if I talked about that. Just because we.
Then he jumps on in 5 seconds, and Chris is going to do this.
Yeah. But no. We scour the surveys. We really do, and we go through and go, what makes sense, what doesn't, what are pain points, what aren't, what can we do to help the vendors be more successful, the attendees have a better time. We've looked at. Oh, good Lord, Philip, have fun with that. We've looked at like coat checks. Well, what does a coat check involve? There's a lot of insurance. Yeah. So again, like that's where you look at it. What is legitimate? What's not? And vendors wanting videos is something that we just need to finalize. So
sure.
Yeah, but no, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, that will be something that happens. I just don't have the final finish on that. So. Yep. I'm having a lot of fun. I am very grateful. I doubt that anyone at my former employee is going to see this or hear this, but they're unfortunately my former department's going through quite the tumultuous change, and I feel bad for them, and it stinks because those are my people, and so that really stinks, and it's all the more makes me grateful to the opportunity that came in Laurel, and truly all of you guys have given me and my family. So again, it really is kind of like a whole thing, without everyone showing up, vendors, attendees, sponsorships, donations. I mean, Cayman wouldn't be where he is. He wouldn't be able to hire me. We wouldn't have an expo. So it's a whole thing. So I really do appreciate that. Oh yeah. Here's a good one. Yeah.
Sometimes doors have to close before the other ones can open, and sometimes doors close for a reason.
Sure.
So
well, I don't have to show anything, but where is it? Here it is. Yeah, it's a big packet. There it is. Talking about a door closing, I have a whole that's a whole packet of. Is anything on the back? No. Okay, good. Of information from lawyers and doors closing, and like this was my door closing. So I mean, I keep it as a great reminder. I pull it out every once in a while and just go, hey, again, it's
Well, sometimes doors closing don't go without some sort of,
Squeak.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll ask you Loma Vista. So we're trying to explore a solution. So UPS's world headquarters or large headquarters, one of their biggest ones is right there in Louisville. So do we go to them? We're actually trying to find like a local shipping company. So, or I don't know how big the company I'm in Perrysburg, but Ohio. Come find me. It's fine. We have a place called Pack Mail. So they use all the shippers, and they'll even come into your house and pack your whole house up. It's pretty cool. But that's what we're kind of looking for, is one of those companies who would be able to look and say like, hey, we're going to ship through UPS, FedEx, USPS, and anyone at the show who wants to end up shipping something can right from the Expo show. We're still trying to figure that out. It's unfortunately not like an easy solution. So we're working on it. Again, definitely feedback we've heard. No easy, straightforward solution, but we're working on that. Brent, I am not a software engineer. I was a web designer. Chris, they lost their vision. I was a web designer for, I don't know, a while, and I still do a lot of web stuff, graphic design, all that kind of stuff. But I've taken some programming classes, but the problem is that it's this isn't a program. This is a thanks Joey, appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun getting to know everyone and when we go places, it's fun to see all the people. And I've gone with Cayman to a couple different places, and it's always fun because they're like, oh, you're Chris, and so that's fun, and it brings new conversations and it's been a wild ride for sure. So I think that for me, one of the coolest things was getting my family, almost all of my family, down there last year to the show, and having my two kiddos walk around, and my wife. That's been real fun. So
you might have to get them some personal security now that you're developing some real clout here.
So I have
get your pen warmed up with your pad of paper for the autograph sessions.
So I have a question. You guys added the kids tickets this year.
Yes.
How have the sales on that been thus far?
More than zero. I'm pulling it up because I don't.
I was just curious how many people are actually taking advantage of that.
Not a lot. Under 50 so far.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna voice it. Maybe it's not great PR or whatever, but I like the idea that kids are there. But I will preface it with saying, if your children cannot behave themselves,
sure,
please don't take them into a classroom, because for somebody like myself, I get distracted easily with a bunch of whatever in the background.
Yep. Especially as parents too. Like, I'll speak for myself. Like, I'm a very observant person. When I'm somewhere and I hear something, I always look.
Yeah.
Because I'll never forget the first time I took my kid into the grocery store, into Kroger. Like, I was like, okay, if there's like if a dude with a metal object comes around the corner to hurt somebody, where am I going? Like, I'm always watching. Like, that was with my kids. So, to your point, we will definitely be part of the introduction to every speaker. We'll have please, whether you're sick, coughing, kid, etc., blah, we'll have something, because
just basic housekeeping.
I'm not dismissing what you're saying. That is something.
No, I get it. Yeah, basic housekeeping. You would think most people would have that wherewithal to understand that, but some people lack that. And I'm not trying to pick on anybody, because if your child is genuinely interested in beekeeping, that's great. And I think that's amazing. That's awesome. And I'd love to see them there. We're going to try to do something like that at our own event. But I always think about the smallest of details when I go through. And especially, like I said, kind of like what you just said, Chris, I'm really observant. So when I hear something, it pulls my attention away. And I'm not like apparently Melissa or the rest of the women in the world where I can multitask with my brain. I hyper focus on certain things.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but here's the real problem
Uh-oh.
right here.
I promise that I won't be disrupting to anybody else, but
And here, I don't know if Paul's talking about you or the kids, but
hey, look, buddy.
Joey summed up my church experience with my kids. If you want to click on that, this is my deepest fear in church. I promise.
Yeah, right.
mhm.
This happened tonight at the soccer game. My kid was doing something I didn't like, and he started crying, and everybody's looking, and man, you gotta jump on that stuff. I know I'm the hard ass with my kids, but
Hey, you have to.
yeah.
Let's see. Brian
CPA
Castle.
wasn't called. Listen, CPA wasn't called. It's okay.
Brian with Castle Hives asked a
Hey,
question.
I kind of view it like this.
Here.
We'll do back what we used to do in the late 70s and the 80s. Everybody mind your own business when somebody's getting their rear end taken care of.
Yeah, amen. Yeah, I want to come up to Wisconsin only not to see you, Brian, and hang out with all you guys. I just want some cheese curds, some fresh cheese curds. They're the best. Or in Wisconsin, they're like cheese fingers, but the saltier, the better.
Oh yeah, when Melissa and I were in Wisconsin here in February for the Midwest Honeybee Expo that Doug Coulterman and William
Well,
Werning
that's what
were
they're
putting
talking
on.
about.
Yeah, we had the opportunity and we tried cheese curds in multiple restaurants around there, and I'll tell you what, they were actually pretty phenomenal. I mean, and
I
how
thought
can
it
you
was-
see snob?
I thought a different word was going to come out of your mouth, and I was going to be shocked.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk offline, but we could talk about weird cheese things for a while. But yeah, there's a couple places that came in. I always hit up, and we always have a good time. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, no, about the kids though. Yeah, we want to, by bringing on that extra space, hopefully next year, there's some more dedicated. I don't want to say kids programs. I'm not trying to overpromise here, but allowing families to come in and I'm not talking babysitter services. I'm not talking anything specific, but more of an all-inclusive show where families do feel like they can come, and maybe there's an activity corner, or I don't know. There's been a million things thrown around, and that's 2027. And again, it's mind-blowing. I have a Post-it note with 2027 written on it, and we're making plans for it already.
Well,
You
it's
have
kind
to.
of as you think about this stuff, you have to jot a note down somewhere.
Have to. Yeah, it's wild.
And then lose it, and then find it
No.
after the workshop.
I got it right there.
I'm going to have to run, everybody. Thanks for coming on, Chris.
Keith, real quick before you leave, do me a favor. Reach out to John Hill. I just call him John Hilko, but John, and he made a claim in his most recent extractor video that his plastic of his extractor could be run over by a tank and not break. And I immediately messaged him and I said, "Hey, guess what? I got a video for you. You send it up to Keith, and he had no idea about all your stuff. So please reach out to him. Tell him you want an extractor. I think you just run the whole damn thing over. But specifically, that would be a video. Please.
It would be.
Please.
Okay, that's pretty cool. He made that claim in a recent extractor video that he did.
He did.
Yeah, just Monday, Tuesday. Just
Okay.
his newest one.
Okay.
It's his two new crank ones. He posted the video everywhere.
Okay, yeah, I saw that about a
John
hand
did.
cranker motor. I can't remember what the title was.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
It's like 2/3 the way through, and he talks about the back, and it's hilarious. And
Okay.
He bends it around like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the challenge. I'll get a hold of him. We'll see what he says.
do it.
Joey says
That'll be
take it
fun.
out of the extractor first.
No,
Yeah, the extractor I don't think would I think it'll squish. Yeah.
Make a video of you after that. Make a video of you shooting the 50 at it. All right. And actually, I'm going to come out to North Carolina, and I want to do it with you.
I was just gonna say, man, it sounds like a reason Cam and I should come down. Dang.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Okay, I'll definitely do that, Chris.
Okay, good.
See y'all
Thank
later.
you.
Y'all take
Right.
care.
Take it easy.
Yeah. So Yeah. So again, yeah, we're just trying to plan ahead. We'll definitely have QR codes around the expo asking for feedback at the expo. We'll send out more of a dedicated survey too at the end for vendors again, like we have in years past, and then to attendees. So I don't know if we've actually officially surveyed the attendees before. We hear lots of feedback, but I don't think we've ever sent an official survey out. So that's all part of my party. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if I ever filled anything out or not.
Yeah. Like I said, I know we did a vendor one last year. I just don't think we actually sent the I have one. I don't think we ever sent it out. So, and the problem is that, unless you're using a paid service, which are not cheap, to send out, on everyone's favorite topic of the night, if you go to Gmail and you try to send out emails, you're limited to how many emails you send out per day. And so in order to send out 3,500 emails, it takes several days. And
so I wonder if you could send that out when you send out people's codes for the videos after the videos are published. If you could attach it to that.
That is the same problem. We have to send those out in waves. So, but we totally could. But we want to get those. We want to get those surveys out the following week. Yeah. We don't want people forgetting stuff. So
yeah, that's pretty true. That makes sense.
Well, I wonder then if it could be attached to when you order your ticket. You automatically get the survey sent to you when the ticket is ordered.
Are you saying we should have people buy their 27 ticket in January? Is that what you're telling me?
No. I mean, no. I mean, like when you buy your ticket for 2026, the exit survey is already attached to it.
Good. And just have it not ready. We could do it for next year. Yeah.
There's
a lot of
process.
Well, there's even a way that in our new ticketing app we can do we could do a 2-step authentication when you scan your ticket. And I was like, listen, the number of people who walk in with their ticket printed on a piece of paper who don't even know that email can go to a phone is far too large to have a 2-step authentication for scanning in a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not doing that. So don't worry. So, yeah, if we could just reply all, yes. I reply all. Listen, I'm corporate, man. I know the difference between reply all and not reply all. Like when the CEO sends you a message about your company underperforming and you send a reply all back. Remember we have that company has 16,000 employees.
Mm-hmm.
Not ideal. Why IT let that go through shows the incompetence of the IT department of that company.
Yeah.
So it's a whole. We could talk about that for a couple hours. That's
not good.
So, all right. Well, again, thank you everybody for your time, Michael. What's the best way for me to get a hold of you?
You can still email my. I think you email my work account, my @21stb. So you should be fine. My Gmail is more for my personal stuff, so anything you've sent me, you should probably be good. It should be michael@21stb.com.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I just don't want to I don't want to be like, hey, he's not answering, because I know something's going on, but I just want to make sure. So.
Are you telling us all, Michael, that we're not your friends enough to have your personal email to be able to personally email? We have to go through your business email.
No, see, those people have my text number. Like Tom has my text number.
I don't email.
Chris doesn't have my text number.
Not yet.
Actually, you do. It's probably the one I registered with, so most likely.
Here.
What I can start doing is I can.
Yeah, I'm part of that big old breach. It looks like so.
Boy,
maybe Jace too. Who knows?
Google warns. Oh, good. Update passwords. Oh God. It's worth updating your password versus getting hacked. God bless America. Okay, well.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're all going to be updating our Gmail passwords.
Listen, I have 15 different Google accounts. That's going to take some time to update, and I have a great password manager and everything else, but it's not Google, my password manager.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I have to do my 2-step for each of those.
Ugh.
But it's better than losing it all. So
Like mine, 2-step didn't make a difference. So
That's so weird. I don't understand that. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I feel for you, man. That sucks. That's no fun. No fun. When I saw your thing earlier, I apologize. I probably didn't get it up as soon as I saw it and I got it up there for you. So
yeah. I just don't want anybody to get anything from
Nope,
something
nope.
coming from me. So
yep. And if you do see more stuff, like message me or email me or whatever, and text me whatever, so I can push if
now I can't log in and see anything. So
fair.
the YouTube
I'm
channel's gone, so I don't have to worry about that now. So
I think this is yes, password is not my password. No, I use a password generator. Like I know one password, and that is my like password manager password, and it's not easy. All my other passwords are random, like crazy upper lower numbers, special symbols.
I've got about 20 passwords that are all made from the same set of characters. So if I forget one, if I cycle long enough, I'll eventually find a version of a right one. So I can never not ever get back in. It might just take me 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys hang out here in the background. I think I'm gonna end the chat here since it's getting a little bit late. We've been on for a couple hours now, so you guys hang out here. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining into Ricky's chat here this evening. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Stay tuned for a lot more information coming out from Chris at the Expo, and then also for our
the Wednesday party you want to be at.
That Chris will probably end up at regardless. So
I'm taking a video of both, and I'm gonna do a comparison video side by side. Who offers me what food and drink?
Well, maybe that's what we can do. We can have like a screen set up, and we'll like live stream what's going on at that event.
It's going to be pretty happening at our spot. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'll just run the screen. I've been kidnapped.
I'm gonna bring in a live band and a magician if you're not careful. So.
Yeah, but do you guys have Sawmill Charlie? You ever seen that guy cut the rug?
I definitely have seen Sawmill Charlie cut the rug.
He is quite the guy. When the band was playing at Hive Life, when the band was playing, I wasn't watching the band. I was watching Charlie, and I'm like, man, that guy can move. Look at that.
That was my introduction to him. That was where I met him at, for sure.
Yes. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Good times, man. All right. Hey, guys. Appreciate it. Talk to y'all soon. See you on the next one.